Next tweet. Okay, she's difficult. She has a dangerous level of self-belief. How can self-belief be dangerous? She didn't act like she was beneath them and that posed as danger to them. Wow. Okay, archetype. Don't believe the type. Okay, let's see this. This is a screenshot. Royal author Robert Lacey said in his book Battle of Brothers that Meghan's introduction into the royal family changed its dynamic as she came across as difficult. He wrote, quote, "What you've got to realize is that the whole strategy of the monarchy was based on them sticking together." Okay?
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team.
The whole strategy of the monarchy was based on them sticking together.
And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and
the whole strategy of the monarchy was based on them sticking together.
Try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.
Meghan changed all that. She is difficult.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team.
Oh, there's that word from the archetype. She has an incredible and dangerous level of self-belief.
And racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond.
She has an incredible and dangerous level of self-belief.
And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
She has an incredible and dangerous level of self-belief.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people."
She has an incredible and dangerous level of self-belief.
"This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
But the media is a powerful force.
Wow. So to have self-belief is dangerous. Wow, wow, wow.
Racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond.
But they want to control you. This is what they want. My goodness. He went on to say the palace has historically treated second-born badly and added, they just don't know what to do with the spare, and they certainly don't know what to do with the spare's wife. Wow, wow, wow. It's nothing for them to worry about. All they need to do is tell them, be straightforward with her. You're not they don't like you. Instead of doing all this shenanigan, she will understand. She will leave the same way they told her, go back to America. What did she do? Okay, along with her husband, pack up and go. My goodness, these people want full control. All right, let's continue. That self-assuredness, confidence is something they still do not understand. They thought that posed a problem, whereas initially she fit in easily and transitioned into a work role immediately. She showed how lazy and truly inferior everyone else in that family was. That's exactly that. That's exactly that.
In this kingdom, who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people.
Okay, boom. Okay, this. Alright, this comment. She was meant to be in awe of them, to feel inferior and be humble. They hated her intellect. They hated her intellect. They hated her intellect. That is true. And the fact that she is a go-getter, she was probably shocked that everything was just an illusion. It's sickle sycophants like this non-liar. Okay, translating to she was self-aware and they hated it. Quote, a dangerous self-belief. Yep, wow, Meghan's self-confidence really blew them away. She was a self-made successful actress, businesswoman, acknowledged humanitarian, all achieved with belief in oneself. They didn't like that. They want them to control her. That's what they wanted. Okay, they don't know what to do with the spare. Should a second child be any different to the family? Obviously, they should be loved, cared for. That sadly is not the care this total dysfunctional institution give. They don't know what to do with child 2. Perhaps stop at 1 then. Thank you. I said that. If these people only focus on one child, they only give attention to the firstborn, why even bother having a second one? My goodness. They want a backup though, in case anything happened. I mean, this is not human. This is not human behavior. This is definitely not human behavior. Let's keep in mind as well, besides Middle Eastern and Asian royals and stuff like that, but the European royals, they all one family. Okay, one family. They're trying to take control of things. Maybe they're trying to get back to that kind of sense. My goodness. Okay, let's see here. And so many things coming in my mind. I'm trying not to say them because I do not have proof. And then a lot of independent minded creators are being shut down. I don't want to say what's in my mind. And I'm thinking the war in Ukraine that's going on. Many things might seem illusion of certain things, but it's deeper than that. And then you have all those royals trying to, you know, going back to their old, all of this. I don't know. There's so much more to that. And then when you, oh my God, so much to say. I don't want to even start. Okay, let me zip it. All right, they want to, okay, let's go back to that. They don't know, okay, let's start with one. Okay, I read that. They want the backup though in case anything happened to the first. Indescribably cruel institution, anachronistic and well past time to be put out to pasture. And this is just the stuff they're willing to talk about, considering the shadow activities, secret club membership, etc. Okay, it's all amazing to see self-belief considered as a bad thing. I thought that was generally accepted and encouraged, except enslaved. Princess Meghan is not their slave. Like I was saying, they want to control. All right, but when they realize they can't, look at the other's wife, the doormat. They got her under control. Okay, that's what I thought. Who raised their kids specifically to have a fickle mind. Okay, this excerpt reminded of that. Whatever kind of food you like, Your Highness, seen from the Coming to America, it's madness. Oh, I remember what she's talking about. When she's talking to Eddie Murphy and she's about whatever you like, and then Eddie Murphy was a little bit disturbed. Okay, what do you like? And she responded, whatever you like. Something like that. It's madness. Few things are as unattractive as lack of self-confidence and moral compass. Wow. And this is why they screw up all those medias, sending lies. Oh my God. I never taken the time to read their thought and reflection on Harry and Meghan, and I must say, wow. Okay, I have never come across such a aversion towards self-confidence, work ethic, and accountability, the like portrayed by the royal family. Damn, lazy. Okay, and for all that Robert Lacey has said in his book is why Meghan needed to have a high level of self-belief and can-do attitude. If she didn't, she'll have crumbled and lost her mind. Yep. Okay, for real, under the pressure cooker system that she was in, I'm grateful she is who she is. Okay, audacity. I think that's the word he wanted, but then dare say. But he also used difficult, and we now know what Meghan thinks about that. There's that. What is wrong with self-belief? Are they teaching Charlotte not to have self-belief? No, blood royals are. They could have that. But non-blood royal, no, they want to control you. Okay, are they teaching her to be like Aunt Margaret? Okay, so self-belief is a bad thing. When she was already made, why wouldn't she have self-belief? They meant for a black woman. Okay, back to this one regarding Charlotte. And many times I said, I don't know how the rest of the royal kids gonna get out of that kind of shackle. And this is why sometimes I said, because of Princess Diana, we need to pray for them for another miracle to happen over there. So, similar to what happened to Harry. Because when you look at the mother's side of the family, because they're so ingrained into that illusion of royalty, they can't even, well, that's coming from outside, in my humble opinion. I don't know how they're gonna let those kids see something different. But when you look how they raise their mother, this kind of thing. So let's just hope a miracle happen. I don't know. Many times I'm betting on Louis, the younger one. I think that's his name, Louis. Okay, because he's already showing them, don't start with me. They don't even take him places because he doesn't play. He doesn't play, so they don't take him out. Louis already said off limit. Maybe he'll be the next Harry over there. I don't know. I have my eyes on him. And the other one that I think of sometimes is Edward's son. I don't know. Something tells me, I don't know what it is, but there's something about him. Louis and Edward's son. I don't know his name. Okay, hence wanting her to be 50% of her authentic self. Insulting. Alright, this is why family is so cracked, living in a mental, unhealthy, toxic environment where they stifle their goal, dream, potential for the elevation of one person. They are unnecessary, and the Brits hold on to it at the peril of those in it. Abolish the monarchy. Okay, all members of the royal family. Yeah, this is the thing here. They don't want people to move out of their social class. I've said that video that I have that has the UK flag. All right, I think they call it the Union flag. All right, and I put God and the firm with the crown, and then the queen now will be Charles. You know, at that time when I did it, it was the queen, but now it's Charles. Let's just say the sovereign. That's what I should have voted if I was aware of that. The sovereign, and then below is everybody else. Okay, so they don't want people to move above their social class. All right, LOL, and hence the podcast this week. That is true. Translation, quote, the Negro doesn't know her place. But meanwhile, I mean, I think if we did know way before our time, you know, way back, things that is written, there must have been something our ancestors, African, you know, the whole continent, something that we did so great that they really suppressing anyone with dark skin. There must have been something our ancestors did. I wish I knew. Okay, I'm not talking things that's already in the books or whatever. Way before. Something that was so magnificent that triggers some people to feel this is the way that our society to move. But I always feel like sometimes when if you're fighting for something, okay, people, you know, are allowed to fight for what they believe in and all of that. But when you're doing it unethical for ill intention, you might almost get your way, because due to greed and envy, you know, the more they get, the more power they want. As soon as they reach their goal, something is gonna come and grab it at their hand, just snatch it. I always feel that way when someone is fighting for something unethically, did so many immoral, you know, use other people for stepping stone. They might, you know, seems like they're getting close to it, but as soon as they're about to grab it, someone is gonna snatch it off their hand. All right, let's see. Oh, that's a lot of good comment. I have, let me see,